Hey gang, Bison here. It's been a couple months since I did my last video. I think it was June when I talked about that orange 511 flashlight that I had. But today I'm looking at something different. I saw these ads on Instagram for a light called Hybrid Light. It uses hybrid solar technology. So I found it on Amazon. I think with the sale it was under 30 bucks, maybe 29 at the time. I thought it'd be really cool to check out, and if it works out with various tests, I'll keep it in my preps as a backup, because it's always great to have something to use for a light source if you're out of batteries or you have no ability to recharge stuff that is rechargeable. So here's a look at it. This is the packaging. I've already opened it. We'll take her out of the box. It comes with the instructions, the light, and a charging cable. So this light can be charged via solar power with the panel there, or you can unscrew the back and plug in your cable here. Can't see with the sun. And then you plug it into a USB device. And also here we have a port where it will charge your other items. I did test it on my cell phone. I think I've got the iPhone, my gosh, I don't know, 12 maybe. I had iPhone down to about 30%, plugged this in, and it got it back up to 70 before this was dead. So that's not bad. A good amount of charge. If your phone dies, in the case of emergency, it'll give you enough juice to get some important calls out. So this is also supposed to be waterproof, and it is supposed to float. I did take it out in the rain one evening while I was walking a dog, so that test worked out. And on the back here it gives you some little info. So the light is 300 lumens. Now Hybrid Light makes, I think, 4 or 5 different models. They come in 200 lumens, 300 lumens, I want to say 700 lumens, and 1000 lumens. And I believe they also come in other colors, like this one I saw in yellow, which would be great if you drop it in the dark, you can find it. So it's a 5430 CD, which I believe is the color temperature. It has a 1 meter drop, 1 meter waterproof, and it lasts 5 hours on high and 50 hours on low. Now I've tested that. I left it on high, and I came in shy of 5 hours. It's like probably like 4 hours 23 minutes, and it was dead on a full charge, but that's still great. And it says it's supposed to be 50 hours. It'll last on low in continuous use. And I left this on in my office, I want to say for 3 days on the low setting, and it was still going. And then I don't realize how, if it got to exactly 50 hours, it was just maybe 42, and it just shuts off. It's not like, you know, a regular bulb where it's going to get dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, because it's a LED. So as far as the drop, 1 meter drop, I have tested that, not on purpose. I don't intentionally abuse things, but it did roll off my workbench 3 times, and it's a good 4-foot drop onto concrete. So yeah, I left a little scratch in the bottom, but other than that, it survived that. Didn't damage the panel at all. Didn't get loose at all. So I want to do 2 tests real quick while we have this. You know, we're going to do off, low, and bright. There's no need to do a darkness test. I've done it. It's great. It has a 320 meter beam. That's how far the beam goes, and I've got some really pretty tall pines around my property, and I was hitting the top with this bad boy, and I'm talking about 30-40 feet high. So it's pretty nice for an inexpensive 300 lumen LED flashlight. So I just want to test the charging on camera. So I'm going to unscrew the back, and we'll see if it turns on my iPod Touch. So we got this in here, and we'll see what happens when I plug it in. See if she turns on. And while we're waiting for that, there we go. Got the Apple logo. So that does work. Very nice. Two things in the little instructions here, which, you know, if you're in your 50s you need glasses, they're a bit rough, but I'm outside with a lot of light so I can see it. With the solar panel, it states that in the brightest sun or other lighting, the panel takes to charge, where is it? I just lost it. It says it typically charges within 13 hours of leaving it out in the sun. And if you charge it with the USB, it takes about 4 hours. Now, when I first got it, I let it run down. I put it in the sun, and it was pretty accurate with the charge time of 13 hours. It lights up red when you put it out in the sun. That means she's charging. Green when it's full. It really was just shy of 13 hours, maybe 12 and change, and it was fully charged. I ran it down again, and I plugged it in, and within 3 hours, instead of the 4 it states, it was charged via USB. I guess that also depends on what the USB, the brick or the outlet is rated for. If you got a 5 watt or a 10 watt, that will increase the charge time as well. So we have our iPod powered up, and if we can see, it's at 89% and it's charging, so that's great. That works. And the last thing I just wanted to check on camera is I got a little bucket of water here. I already know it's kind of waterproof, well, at least rain proof. Oh, and the one thing I was curious about here, it looks like you could put a little lanyard in there, if you can see that hole on camera. It doesn't come with one, but that'd be a cool thing to put on, keep around your wrist, or clip it to your carabiner on your bag. So let's see if it floats. And it does float. It is floating. It seems to weigh down with the battery, and the top floats up. So there we go. So that works nicely. There's not a soul around until you make a video, and then they decide to want to have a conversation. Hours and hours can go by. It's like kind of, you got your phone with you and you walk away, and then it rings. So I'm just really holding it down under the water here. I only got about 3 inches of water. So yeah, slopped around. It does float. Now let's see if it turns on. There we go, she works. No water in the lensing. Let me just dry the cap and pull the back off and see how that worked out. Yeah, looks good. No water in the threads, no water inside the cap. So I'm happy with that. Alright gang, so there we have it. This model is a 300 lumen. It's the Journeyman 300, and it's made by HYBRIDLIGHT. And it claims it holds a charge for 7 years, so maybe I'll get another one, fully charge it, and put it away, and we'll make another video in 7 years, provided we're here with the alien ship coming. Alright, gang. If somebody has one of these, any other models, let me know. And we'll talk. Thanks for watching. Bye and out.